Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan and I have some absolutely breaking news for you guys this morning. If you don't know what's going on in California for Uber and for Lyft drivers, this is the video. I'm gonna sum it up for all of you. And also Uber just did something absolutely crazy. Like, I'm not that surprised. You know, Uber has always been, you know, like a rule breaker or a rebel, if you will. You know, a lot of these companies, you know, I mean, I don't want to say a rule breaker, but like, they really just, they don't care. They want to do what they want, and that's how they become successful, you know? Just like Bird, you know, the scooter company. They were just like, I don't care, we're gonna throw a bunch of scooters all over the place, and then people get upset, and then it ends up being successful, you know? Uber's a little bit different. They are, you know, a really good company, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I'm gonna go over everything today. But before I do, I just wanted to say, if you can help me do one thing, guys. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and I know we're only at like 18,000 right now, but if we can get, if you can do me one simple favor and hit the like button, it helps me like so much. I'm trying to pursue my dream of being a, you know, part-time YouTuber. If you can hit the thumbs up button, that'll help me out so much. I really do appreciate it, and consider subscribing. Also, what do you guys think of my plants? I've been getting some, you know, comments. Look, you know, you can talk, when you talk to your plants, they grow. So, hey, grow. Okay, anyways, sorry guys, this is just my personality. I don't know, I'm just kind of all over the place. But you know, I'm just sitting here drinking my morning coffee, caffeine's flowing, and I literally just, okay, here we go guys. Look at this. You guys will not, well, maybe you already read the title, but here, this is from, let's go to, look at all of these, look, Vanity Fair. Uber doesn't think its drivers are a core part of its business. Let me look at these headlines. Uber claims it's exempt from California gig economy law because it's a platform, not a taxi company. So, really quick debrief. If you guys don't know what's going on, I've already made a couple videos on it. I won't make you go watch those other ones first before watching this. I'm just gonna do a quick 15 to 30 second debrief. So basically, you know, millions of drivers, right? Millions of gig workers in the United States, and most of them are just working on 1099, getting cash, you know, getting by, doing fine, right? But no benefits, no medical benefits, no rights to unionize, which is super important, and also no set wage for a lot of these gig companies, like mostly for rideshare and food delivery. However, however, there are a lot of people who just do contract work who are, you know, like truck workers, construction workers, people who work in nail salons, like a lot of jobs, just contract out workers, and the government stepped in. It's called the California State Assembly. I know, I didn't know much about the government before this all happened, but I'm learning a lot. I'm learning as we go. The California State Assembly wrote a bill called Assembly Bill 5, or otherwise known as AB 5, which you might have heard before. People throw around. It's called AB 5, which basically reclassifies all of the gig workers in California as employees. And so basically making these companies provide employee benefits and actually make their workers employees rather than just contracting them out, which is, I guess, has huge tax implications. I'm not exactly sure for the government, but also for the employees. It's, you know, and not just tax implications, but more expenses too. Sorry, I'm walking around, I'm just, you know, spinning. It helps me think, So I don't know if you guys ever walk around when you're on the phone. You probably look down at your phone and you're like, oh, I just burned 600 calories talking to my ex-girlfriend on the phone. I don't know if you guys talk to your ex-girlfriends or ex-boyfriends, but I do. Gotta keep in touch, you know? So, but yeah, basically, so the government introduced this bill in California, right? And Uber and Lyft basically were like, no, this is not happening. They held a rally at the state capitol. Yes, Uber hosted a rally. They provided free meals, stipends for people to come, like paying for the transportation and time off from, you know, that they could be working. I personally didn't go, although I do know some people who did go. And I guess it was bananas, like it was crazy. There was also a protest, like Uber sent us these little stickers here. I'm gonna get mine out. I never put mine on. They wanted me to put this on my windshield, which I don't know. I really don't want to put that on my windshield. I have a really nice car, so Ford Escape, hashtag Ford, America. And they also sent out petitions for drivers to sign. And so basically all this is going on, and they also put up they pledged, Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash together pledged $90 million. They also proposed a $21 million, or not $21 million, $21 per hour. $21 million per hour would be nice though. $21 per hour minimum wage if AB5, I guess, is like a proposal, like a counter. So instead of making drivers employees, they said, well, what if we just pay them $21 per hour and do paid sick time off? And the government basically said, heck no, that's not enough. And so drivers are upset, government's upset, Uber's upset. Everyone is like, there's a huge triangle between Uber, the government, and drivers. And everybody wants to just meet in the middle. But, well, no, everybody doesn't want to meet in the middle. Everybody wants their own thing. So you think about Uber wants all the drivers to stay independent contractors. The government wants all the drivers to be employees. And the drivers want a little bit of both. Like, they just want to be paid more. I mean, I say drivers like they, because honestly, to this day, like, it really hasn't affected me. The rates here in California still are good, at least in my market, which is kind of confusing. I haven't noticed, like, it's fine for me because it's just a side hustle. But for drivers who work full-time, this is mostly who this is for. Full-time drivers who are not getting, you know, access to healthcare and all this stuff. But Uber just announced that it's saying that we are exempt from this California gig economy. I actually haven't read this yet. I just woke up and saw it, and I know a lot of you guys are saying, Dylan, you need to read these articles before. But guys, this is a blog site. I want to have fun. I want to do a live reaction with you guys too. So you guys, you know, so I want to get that experience too, where I get to actually film myself reacting to this. So here we go, guys. This is from Gizmodo. Look at all of these. I pulled up all of these. Let's do NBC News. They're super legit, right? Except stupid ads. Okay. Uber says drivers aren't core to its business after California bill moves forward. California lawmakers passed a landmark bill, that's AB 5 that I was talking about before, or Assembly Bill 5 on Wednesday, that threatens to reshape how companies like Uber and Lyft do business. By Annie Palmer, CNBC. California lawmakers passed a landmark bill on Wednesday that threatens to reshape how companies like Uber and Lyft do business. The legislation, known as Assembly Bill 5, AB 5, was passed in the state assembly and now heads to the Democratic California Governor Gavin Newsom's desk. AB 5 would require gig economy workers to be reclassified as employees instead of contractors. The bill passed in the state assembly in a 61-16 vote. I thought it was 59-11. I don't know where they're getting these numbers. Yeah, Lorena Gonzalez. Under that three-part test, yep, this is basically arguably the highest bar is that a company must prove that contractors are doing work outside of the usual course of business. So that's where it really falls in. That's the big question. Are drivers performing work outside of the normal course of business? Everybody would say no. Drivers are doing work that is inside the usual course of business. What is Uber? They provide rides. What are drivers doing? Providing rides. So it seems pretty clear, but Uber is basically arguing and saying that, well, they're not a taxi service, they're a platform. Yeah, let me see what Uber exactly said. Let's see. Uber claims it's exempt. Yeah, here we go. So Uber claims it's exempt from California economy law because it's a platform, not a taxi company. Uber has pulled a well-worn card out of its hat, inventing an excuse to just like not do that. To just like not do that. Do you guys read that in a Kim K voice as well? Oh, here we go. Uber said Wednesday that it was confident that its drivers will retain their independent status when the measure goes into effect on January 1st. Several previous rulings have found that drivers' work is outside the usual course of Uber's business, which is serving as a technology platform for several different types of digital marketplaces. said Tony West, Uber's chief legal officer. The chief legal officer said that. He added that the company was no stranger to legal battles. In order to classify drivers as contractors, legal experts said Uber also has to prove that it didn't direct and control them and that they typically operated an independent driving business outside the work for Uber. If Uber can choose not to follow a law written specifically for them, then I can choose not to follow the law prohibiting doing nitrous while driving a truck. It's a mistake to think of Uber as a ride-hailing service. It's merely a platform that officially allows VCs to funnel money into a giant toilet. These are pretty funny tweets here. Let's read this one. This is a good point by Uber. Just last week, as my wife and I were leaving a bar, I turned over and asked, "Are you getting a technology platform for several different types of digital marketplaces, or should I?" Yo, these tweets are hilarious. I don't know, but yeah guys, that's the update. I'm gonna have to keep updating you guys, so I'm just as shocked as you guys are. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go get coffee with my sister, and yeah guys, even though I'm already drinking coffee, I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day, guys. Later. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. All right, bye guys.